Next up, Jagex just dropped a bombshell announcement. Like, freaking huge, bro. I woke up this morning to a brand new Leagues trailer, and we finally have a date. Let's take a look.
No. I need to watch this, guys. I need to watch this. Is there a Leagues trailer? Chat. Lock me in. Is there a Leagues trailer? Who's got the link? It's like 20 seconds. Oh, shit. Never mind. We'll just watch it here.
Relax.
Uh-oh, Misthalin?
See you soon, mortals.
Okay, what's that mean? Chat, what does it mean that the dartboard hit the Misthalin? That's where Lumbridge is at. What does that mean right now? I need all the spoilers, all the rumors, all the tinfoil hats. I need it all. I need all the information right now. What's that mean? It's gone. No Misthalin. Misthalin on fire. Let video roll. Apparently Misthalin won't be available in Leagues. The earth is flat. New starting zone. He says it. Normally it starts in Lumbridge, so people always do the same thing. So faux-ho ass, bitch ass, trick ass, bald ass, looking ass is probably going to have to make a new guide this time. Huh? Is that what we're saying? He can't just recycle the same one again? Okay.
So if you paid attention to that trailer, you may have noticed something very important. Misthalin was on fire. This lines up perfectly with the hint that Jagex dropped with Wingdings that translated to, in fact, Misthalin won't be available. So we're not going to have Misthalin? Anyways, here's Foe chiming in on the impact of that change.
Guys. All right, Skritic put up a video, no more Misthalin, new League 6 reveal.
Ladies and gentlemen, League season has officially started. We now have the official release date for League 6. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. It is the 15th of April. And the release trailer is...
Damn, do you guys... They're spacing out the events this year pretty good. Like, Deadman mode, it just ended. And now we have 6 weeks to get hyped for Leagues. And then we'll have, what, like 6 weeks of Leagues. And then we'll have 6 weeks to get hyped for the Deadman All-Stars final. And then from there, we'll have 6 weeks to get hyped until the new quest comes out. And then from there, we have probably a long time of, well, then it's like 6 weeks until you get hyped for RuneScape 3 League, if you're doing that. And then it's like Raids 4 sometime towards the end of the year. They definitely spaced out the releases pretty well. There's like something to always be persistently hype about.
Really interesting. There's some cryptic messages into the League 6 blog post on the wiki, which has now been deciphered. And
if you don't care about RS3 Leagues, then you have RuneFest to fill in the gap.
All out there for you to see, so I'm gonna talk about that. But first, let me take you on a journey into my mind and where I was going with all of this before it became public. So Jagex were live earlier with their 25th anniversary stream. Happy birthday, by the way. And towards the end of the stream, players who were logged into the game at the time were met with a very mysterious...
Guys, what is this? I've never seen this MMORPG Z-Cookies Megan interview. How do I watch this? Can we watch that? Where is that? It was their Twitch live stream.
Message. Not only that, but when you visited the Demonic Pack's wiki page, you were greeted by Yammer, and when you asked for the release of League 6, he would give you some cryptic messaging. So, you know, like the crackheads we are, everyone's fumbling around looking for evidence, coming up with their own theories, and Yammer's talking about Exhibit 25 in Roman numerics, and my dumbass goes straight to the Varrock Museum. Exhibit, museum, makes sense, right? So I speak to the curator, not that he can be trusted, I'm pretty sure he's on Yammer's books. But what do I find out? This might just be entirely coincidental, but exhibit number 25 in the Varrock Museum is none other than Silverlight, the sword that you're given in the Demon Slayer quest.
Chat, is Skritic cooking here, or is he on some tinfoil hat cooking with ice? What is he talking about?
That can't be coincidental, right? Something wasn't adding up. So I came to the only conclusion that made sense. This is the league that we're gonna see echo Delrith. That's right, Echo Delrith, ladies and gents, the original demon. Maybe not as far as RuneScape lore goes, but probably the first demon you fought against in a quest. Okay, we can all laugh at me now because I'm going to put this theory to rest. We now know that not only will we not be getting Misthalin in League 6 whatsoever, but we will be starting in Varlamore. So on the old League 6 blog post, Jagex added in some wingdings, which some guy who was roleplaying Neo cracked the matrix and figured out that it said this. In fact, Misthalin won't even be available to explore this time around thanks to Yama. No Misthalin, and that's quite interesting. Misthalin is a bit of a throwaway region. I thought there would be some value in it considering this is a demonic themed leagues and all of the big demon bane weapons are locked behind tormented demons. So if Jagex have moved them elsewhere, where could that be? Generally speaking, this is a fantastic change for the League's community because now we start in an incredibly strong region and we have the choice of potentially 3 other strong regions. Now, that number's just thrown out there. I don't know if that's confirmed, but if it's the usual 3, that really opens up some incredible region combinations. And a nice little touch on top of all the good news we've received today, Echo bosses are returning, potentially with different rewards and new bosses included. So that's really exciting. We might not get exactly the same reward.
I was kind of hoping, you know, that the Echo bosses would come back because, you know, I'm getting too good for these regular bosses. So I'm hoping we see some cool mechanics, maybe up the difficulty a bit for me personally.
There may be a couple old ones sprinkled in, who knows really, but Echo bosses and their Echo items will be the driving force, the determining factor behind what regions are considered strong or not, just like they were in Leagues 5. So now we know we're starting in Varlamore. I have to say, I'm excited. I predicted a while back that this would be the most fun region, and it would make the most sense given that it feels finally complete with all of its expansions. It's a fantastic starting region. There are great low-level activities, there are great mid-level activities, and there are even, you know, a couple arguably end-game activities like
we can
Doom,
hit the gym
like
crab
the
right away.
Colosseum. And we know we get Karamja for free, so that kind of solves some of the really annoying pain points of Varlamore. In Varlamore, you have no early agility course. That's solved with the Brimhaven agility course. You can't access moons, and therefore you can't do Naguas for runecrafting XP until you have 48 Slayer, but we get a Slayer Master with Karamja. It's reassuring that all of these gaps have already been thought about, and I think it just goes to show a lot of attention has gone into the preparation for this league. I'm extremely excited, and I will be following up with a bit of a Varlamore region guide now we know we're starting there, and of course I'll be covering all of the reveals, any teasers we get, all of the build up to League 6. So if you don't want to miss that, you know what to do. Support the channel, like this video for the algorithm, comment anything, shoes, comment shoes. And of course, I will see you guys in the next one.
Oh yeah. I like Scritic's videos, man. He's a great editor. Echo Soul Time, that could be pretty pog.